What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Beers and Beans podcast. My name is Gabe, and this is Woodzy.
Hello.
We are two content creators who really just wanted to do something for ourselves outside of Twitch. So we decided to have this podcast together. Today, I'm going to be Beers, I'm drinking a White Claw, and Woodzy's got his coffee over there, Mr. Beans.
Coffee, yeah. Literally just
some type of coffee?
Instant coffee. I'm not really I wasn't a big coffee drinker, so when it was like beers and beans, I was like, oh, that sounds so cool, yeah. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to start drinking coffee again. I probably haven't drunk coffee since I was working in London, and I was getting up at like 6 a.m. every day. And
to be fair, I love artisanal coffee. Like, I'm one of those idiots. Here's the thing though. My brother, welcome to the podcast. My brother,
Hi.
He for like 7 months was making a lot of money, like stupid amounts of money at a young age, and he was like, you know what weird addiction I'm gonna get? Luxury coffee. So
okay. I was really worried where that was going.
No. So he was working in an office, right? Like a cubicle, and getting coffee delivered to him. The beans, not the coffee, the beans delivered to him from like Miami to his office. Like courier service. I don't know, dude. But anyway, so then he got one of those like fancy, like flat. There's like a flask that you like swirl you have to do like 20 swirls and then it's perfectly aerated or whatever the frick. And so I'm not that far, but he got me on the line of like, ooh, here's some coffees. And so I just recently discovered a cool Brazilian coffee place near me. And I'm actually now going there, and every couple of days, like every 5 or 6 days, I'll get one of their like artisanal coffee bags. That comes from freaking my state in Brazil, Minas Gerais.
Oh,
yeah.
I was going to say, you speak Portuguese to them, or are they like,
yeah,
just like a Brazilian owned?
I miss the language. Okay. I miss the language. And so I love being able to go to someone and like speaking. You don't miss Spanish?
I don't miss Spanish. I spoke it yesterday. I literally, because we're in the process of moving, and that's why the background's changed since the last video. We laid a new floor down for those who haven't seen. For our audio listeners, I've gone from a tiled floor to a like laminate wood flooring. Very exciting.
Very modern wood flooring.
It actually looks so cool though. Yeah, I was actually nice. When I got in here, I was like, oh damn, it looks so cool.
Check it out on his Twitter, twitter.com/xwoodsy.
True, you can check it out there. Yeah, so when I was showing them around the house, I was obviously talking about Spanish, and I was like, in esto dormitorio. And then like Kate was like speaking proper Spanish, and then she was like, it actually means this. And I was like, oh yeah. And then we both called the dishwasher the washing machine, and then she looked at us really funny. But yeah, it all went out well.
I just realized that you're selling a house in a language that you weren't born speaking. And that's a pretty complex process.
It's weird.
Well done.
It's weird. All because my dad doesn't want to pay agency fees. I don't blame him. Do you know how mad it is out here? They take 10%. If they sell a house for $1 million, they take
100,000 is the math.
I'll be honest. I don't think it can be that much. Surely it's got a cap out at some point, but that's a ridiculous amount of money. So I used to work in sales in business to business, doing IT. My commission was like diddly squat in comparison. I'd be lucky if I made like an extra 600,
that's insane.
700 a month.
I mean, I'm in LA, so the market's completely different. I don't know what it is. I know in Florida it's cheaper, but in LA it's average of 6% and then 3% commit, 2 to 3% for the real estate agent.
Yeah.
But 10%?
10%.
Jesus.
Just to go through
so much money.
That's a lot. It's a lot. And yeah, I was like, I did. My dad was always like, when we moved here, he was like, you should get into property sales. And I was like, damn, why would I do that? And then I realized 10% is probably the reason. But I never got into it, and I was just like, I'm gonna do my streaming stuff. I'm gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, it's more fun anyways, dude. F the rest of it, to be honest.
It's way more fun. I've literally been away for a week in the UK, and I just got back, and I was missing it so badly. I felt like I was like gone for like 3 weeks.
Dude,
and everyone was like,
Go ahead. No.
Oh yeah, I was just like, everyone was like, oh damn, you've been gone for so long. I had one guy who followed me on my last stream a week ago, and he was like, yeah, I really like you, but you just never stream. And I was like, don't you dare. Yeah, I may have got a little bit tilted, and I was like, bro, I'm live like 5 days a week. Leave me alone.
Well, it's because you take it personal for sure. Like, so I took 5 days off because I was stressed as a mother effer. Like, I'm trying to make some big things happen, and it's a lot of work and it's stressful. And I took time off streaming, and then like on my fourth day, I was like, all I want to do is get on stream, but I'm so full of like anxiety and stress that I don't want to get on stream. And then on the fifth day, I was like, dude, I want to stream so bad, but I'm I'm stressed out. I'm feeling anxiety. Like, I don't really want to do it. So I get on stream anyways. I'm like, it's my job. F it. Let's do it. Right. I hop on stream and everyone's immediately like, dude, where were you? We missed you. Like, oh, you're back. Oh, let's go. I'm so excited. And I was like, dude, like, this is my
It feels
dopamine
good.
release. I have to stream. Like, it's part of my
It's
life.
so nerve-wracking as well because 100%. I got back. So I say I got back early. And I streamed on the Monday 'cause I was meant to be back live Tuesday. I actually got back Sunday morning, and I was gonna stream Sunday, but the same thing. I had the anxiety of like, oh no, is anyone even gonna care? Like, and I like average like 20 viewers normally, and so it's not like I'm coming back to nothing and no one's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But I was still like so nervous to click live after not being live for like a week. And when I first started, it reminded me when I first started streaming and I had a massive anxiety about pressing go live.
Yeah.
And one day I was just like, oh damn it, I'll just press the button and see what happens.
I can't thank my mod enough. Do you have any mods that you know personally, or like anybody that like is like your really good friend?
Yeah, I mean both. To be fair, like both my mods. I've only got 2 mods now. One of them was just like, I'm done. I'm checking out. I was
Yeah,
like,
F
cool.
that guy.
He's still there all the time.
No.
He's just like, I don't want the pressure of being a mod. I was like,
That's
I
a
didn't
lot of
understand there was pressure, but okay. Well, for me especially, because normally anytime I ask my mods to do anything, they're like, nah,
They all
alright.
tell you to F off.
Yeah, like when you were saying, oh yeah, my mods were like, oh, we missed you and stuff. I missed you from some members of the chat, and then my mods were like, I did not miss you. They're like, stay on, get out of here.
One of my mods, Baron, is like my main, like right hand man for sure. And even though he has a kid, so sometimes he can't come on for like 2 or 3 months. But excuse me. But yeah, what got me started streaming is like we were playing Minecraft together, and he was like teaching me some advanced things that he used to do. And I was like, I don't understand. He was like, just hop on stream. And I was like, fine, whatever. And then I started streaming for him specifically.
All right, yeah.
And like he helped me like set up stuff and everything, and then it just kind of took off. And so it's nice to have like to come back and have that like people are like, oh, we miss you, but it's so hard to hit that start button.
100%. I think that goes for like a lot of people, even when they just go away. I think even suppose when you're bigger, and these big boys that have like 1,000 views and stuff, if they're like they come back and they see like 200-300, they'd be like, oh, like for them it feels. Obviously for us, we'd be like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because we don't get that many viewers, but it'd be like,
it hurts.
Oh, you can understand the anxiety's still there.
It's like when we come into 7 and we have 7 viewers for like an hour, and we're like, God, what is going on? And then we go up to like 20, and we're like, oh, okay, everything's fine again.
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie, get like that. Like if I don't see my, this is why I've started turning my viewer count off again.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, oh, I don't want it to affect me.
It's better.
I turned it off. I turned over. I was like, I checked in midstream, and I was like, I wonder what I'm on. I was on 30. I was like, what? Excuse me? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I think because I definitely get in my head a lot when I like subconsciously, and I think turning the viewer thing off is a good advice.
It's beneficial.
That is one of the things I wanted to say to you, and it was one of my questions I was going to go for.
Oh, let's go.
I was going to ask later, but we've just got into it now naturally. So I was going to say, if there's a piece of advice you wanted to give yourself before you press go live for the first time, what would it be?
Ooh, frick.
You want me to hit you with mine?
Yeah, hit me with yours, because there's like I just got hit by like 30 things.
Yeah, a truck just came by and just smacked you in the face.
Go for it.
So for me, I was thinking about this, and I was kind of like, I wanted to be like the big guys right off the bat, and just play with my friends, and be like, oh, the guys that I enjoy making content with, and like we had good games, and it was funny and stuff, and people did like watching it, but you don't build a community off that. They're like, it's like, why should I watch you instead of anyone else, or why should I not just go play with my own friends? But if you like start a community by playing with people and like just be welcoming as possible to everyone, then I think it's much easier to get a community off the ground running, sort of thing, and just basically consistently doing like viewing, maybe like one stream out of like 5, do like, oh, we're just doing this today, and then all that, and I think that's maybe the better way to do it for that. But definitely like, because I've started picking up, really pushing it again, like doing community-based stuff. I think like 4 out of my 5 streams during the week, I probably play with viewers and stuff. And it's not only more fun for me when there's more viewers coming in, I can rotate, and you just get to meet all these cool people. But it obviously helps the viewer base and the community and stuff. You know, that means more money. I mean, what?
It is though. It makes it grow. I would do 2 pieces of advice.
Ooh.
I would either do one. I would say try and get a job creating immediately because I had such a hard time because I came from a technical background. Like you were doing IT, right? I was doing technical repairs and freaking troubleshooting over the phone and all this stuff. Like, it was so hard to turn my brain off and go into creative mode. Even though creative mode was my outlet, like, I would work 10-hour days and then have to go into that. Like, I was drained. And then the second piece of advice I would give myself would probably be don't take everything so serious. Because I take my stream so serious. And I didn't for like maybe 6 or 7 months. And then I started to hardcore. And to be fair, like I have a tiny stream, but I've had some really decent sponsors for I mean, my year average is like 16 viewers. So I've had streams with like 60 viewers and I've had streams with like 4 viewers, but I've done really well in terms of sponsors, in terms of growth, in terms of connections and all that stuff. But I take it so serious that sometimes, like we talked about earlier, like the anxiety of getting on stream is like the same thing as like right before a test or, right before you're interviewing for a job promotion. I'm like, God, this is so much stress. So honestly, what I would love is just to get paid to stream and chill. I will say,
give me all your money.
Yeah, just give me your money. Hey, anybody who's here, if you got a Twitch Prime sub, it's called Prime Gaming now. Just head over to twitch.tv/Gabe Barbosa or twitch.tv/xwoodzy, and just go ahead and drop us up. Thank you. No, but so something that I do, I don't think you've ever done this, but I've done like once or twice now, and it's been really, really nice. Is no cam stream.
No, I've never done a no cam stream.
Dude, I can't explain it to you. Like, it is all internal. It's all emotion based. But no cam streams are so much fun. Like, there's just no stress and no anxiety of, like, me failing necessarily.
Yeah.
It's really weird. And I understand why Lyric does it full time.
Yeah, and because it's not only that, I think Valkyrie's started doing no cam streams like every so often, and her no cam stream actually got more views than one of than her regular streams do.
Because you're not ashamed to like be weird and yourself. Like I'm a pretty open person. And I'm pretty weird in general. But when there's no cam on, like I'm not concerned. Like when there's no cam on, I'm gaming like this. And you know what? Like it's not like
he's not even got clothes on for the audio listeners. That
I just took off all my clothes.
He's not naked.
I took off all my clothes, all of them. No, I'm slumping in my chair. It looks disgusting. Like my freaking chest has got rolls on it. My stomach got rolls. But you know what? I'm comfortable. And like I can just relax and like obviously I'm gonna move and stuff like that. But with a no cam stream, I can just kind of do whatever I want. And I've started doing that every once in a while. Like I've been doing it in Among Us, which is really fun because I can like be conniving and like sneaky, dude. And I don't feel like I'm being weird at all, which is great. And there's just no anxiety around it.
I think the reason I've never done any no face cam streams is because my understanding of like a no face cam stream is people are there for the quality of the gameplay more than the streamer.
100%.
Which I think for the general consensus is probably true. But I mean, stuff where it's like Valkyrie doing that, I mean, I think, her gameplay probably isn't the best, but she's a very entertaining streamer.
She's also a different level of success.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
I think she just hit 2 mil on Instagram.
Hey, I'm at 400. Leave me alone. I posted one of Instagram photo in like the last year.
I stopped.
I just don't go outside. I'm like, I'll be fine. But yeah, so for me, I'm like I feel my stream is very me and reactionary, and like it's me being weird all the time. So I don't have any shame in being weird on video at all. Like I'll do stuff like I could pull a clip of me just from yesterday just being stupid and being like, what a loser, he doesn't have a girlfriend. And then because some kid was just absolutely smashed me and I was crying about it. Whilst my girlfriend was next to me, and I was like, don't tell her, she'll leave me.
Yeah.
But so for me, it's cool, and like it could be something to try. But I'm also like, I'd have the anxiety of doing a no face cam stream and being like, everyone's just like,
what's happening?
Yeah, what's this about, bro?
I think
somebody redeemed the turn off webcam channel point reward again and just left it permanently.
Oh, you have the turn off webcam channel.
Oh point? Yeah, they're horrible with it. Like I'll be playing in a game, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be such a great YouTube video, and they'll just change to my like I have a cam here for this cam, and I have a
Yeah.
wide cam that shows my room. They'll just change to my room, and all you see is the top of my head, and I'm like, oh yeah. Oh. Uh, I danced around my room there, audio listeners.
Oh my god. I think honestly it's really good for the days that you're super anxious. Because I personally like being on cam. I think it's just when it's just too much, you know. I mean, freaking my grid team acceptance video or whatever the frick is me showing off my feet. Like they literally took a clip of from
Me
when
too,
I was
actually. It's
like,
also my legs.
I was talking about the booby streamers, and I was like, "Yo, can I become a feet streamer?" And then we talked about like how much you guys gonna pay for OnlyFans of just my feet, and I showed my foot on cam, and that was the clip because it was the most viewed clip of the month for me. It was at like 100 views or something, and then they took that clip, and that was in my video. Like I'm not ashamed of anything, but I think on the super high anxiety days, just to turn off the cam is just like it. I don't know. It's really chill. I will say, donations are interesting on no cam days. I don't know why.
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, when I turn off cams, I tend to get more donos. It's almost like people can't see if I go like this and I'm reading the chat, like it's very visible, you know? Gaming, reading. Like I turn my whole head. And I think people can't see that. And I think that might be a part of it, but when I don't do cams, I tend to get more bits and money donations because people want to make sure that I'm reading what's happening. Maybe people just hate my face because I also get gifted subs when I don't have cams. So maybe that's what it is.
That's okay.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is.
Damn, I'll be honest. Like I don't. This isn't like a cry for help. I just don't get many donations specifically.
Yeah.
Like bits and subs, I get loads. Like I get a very supportive community. I just not donos.
I would always
really...
rather bits. Always, I would rather bits.
Yeah, and subs too, because like it's just better to build the community. It's not about the dollar bills. I think like literally, I've had the only like big donations I've had are like when this guy came into my stream. He used to do challenges, and we used to do those on Fortnite ages ago. And then I had one guy do the $200 donation, and I was like blown away. I was like, wow, that's insane. And then a couple of days later, he charged it back. But he didn't message me about it. He was just like, because I played with him a few times on stream. It's the risk of donations because bits and subs, they can't be refunded. But donations, there's like a £60 chargeback fee, and like he tried to charge it back, and he deleted all his accounts that I had. I had his Discord and his Twitch, and he just deleted everything. I was messaging him, and like if he'd have been like, "Hey, bud, can you send me that money back? I kind of overspent." I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, man, not a problem."
Yeah.
But it was the betrayal and the huge fee that was being slapped in my face, and I was like, I don't want to pay this 60 quid. So I had to fight it. And surprisingly, I won. When I told everyone was like, yeah, you're doomed, man. You're not going to win this. And that's why we have donation disclaimers in our about section.
It's extremely helpful. And clips, dude. Oh, clips for donations are so helpful. I told my mods, I was like, if I ever get a big dono, clip it right away. Clip it and just send it to me. Just
clip it and ship it.
Yeah, because freaking...
Straight
try and do something, DMs. Mother effer. I got a dono of you. I freaking show it off, dude. PayPal actually just changed the rules to help out with that, too, to make it more apparent.
PayPal being helpful.
It's weird.
They slap me with so many fees, man.
You have a PayPal business account or no?
PayPal, yeah, I do.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I still.
If you don't have the business account, the chargeback fee is insane. I think it's 66% or 67%. If you don't, because it's personal accounts is what they use to scam, basically.
No, stinky.
All right, we're 30 minutes or 20 minutes into the podcast. Let's talk about the hot topic that I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead.
All right, so there's two. One is fun. It's the iPhone. But the second one I want to talk about first because it's stupid. Bloomberg has come out with their official opinion. America has lost its taste for iceberg lettuce. Why does that matter? What?
Yeah, just in the middle of do you think this is just distracting because it's the middle of the political season?
I 100% think that's what it is. 100%. So
it's just forget about those guys shouting. It's just all about the iceberg lettuce.
A finance freaking main... Okay, one second. The decline of escarole, the rise of kale, and other statistical evidence of how... Also, I am getting drunk. Of how the country is changing. Iceberg lettuce, Lattice iceberg. It's quite possible 2020 will be remembered as a turning point in history. Yes, COVID, right?
Yeah.
In which the country has become inevitably different than any ever before. Yes, that's right. This year's consumption of romaine and other leafy lettuce has surpassed the brand of iceberg lettuce. Excuse me, that's not the reason that anybody cares. Also, I don't know why they're ignoring this. I don't know if you know about this because you're not in America, but from March of 2019 to all of 2020, iceberg lettuce has been carrying E. coli.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we just straight up stopped buying it because massive amounts of iceberg lettuce was found to have E. coli in it. So we just stopped buying it. Like, it's not a mystery that people are buying other lettuces, and they're just like, this article was so stupid to me. It was on my Twitter trending. Yeah, that's I have no more thoughts than just
triggered by vegetables.
It was just a stupid thought. I'm a vegan, vegan by choice.
I thought we were going to talk about the other hot topic we mentioned and not lettuce.
No, we will. We will.
When you went, it's
this is just something I want to mention.
No, the other one that we mentioned. And when you went, it's stupid, I was like, Gabe?
Oh, that one. I forgot about that one.
We were talking about Ewok.
Yeah.
Because she's also recently, he.
Yeah.
This is my problem. So because I knew Ewok as a female originally.
Yep.
Now that he has come out and said, I now identify as a man.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to have trouble going from he to she to he. But if I'd have been introduced to Ewok as identifying as a male, then I'd be like, oh yeah, he's
You'd have no issue. Let me
I do
open
all
up.
the time. I get people's names wrong when they change their usernames.
I'm opening up Ewok's Twitter real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make it easier for me to talk about this. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is information in the entire streaming community and as well as the transgender community. So Ewok has come out as transgender, prefers to go by he, him, and difference between gender and sexual orientation. So stating that he is bisexual and he's coming out as a male. Now, Ewok is 15, so Ewok has every right in terms of until they're, I think, 21 or 18, I don't know, whatever, to identify however they want in terms of like locking it in for like a driver's license. You know what I'm talking about?
Locking it in. Is that your final answer? Like, who wants to be a millionaire?
Well, so I learned this recently. So I have a few transgender, I would say acquaintances, because I don't really have any close personal friends that are transgender, but they're acquaintances. And when you go through the process, there is an eventual point where you choose the sex that goes on your driver's license. And that's kind of the locking in point, because then you get stuff like different insurance, different taxes, all that kind of stuff. So, but Ewok has come out and said that he is transgender, and I'm assuming going to keep going by Ewok. I don't know why that would change in any way, shape, or form. But
I don't actually know Ewok's real name.
I don't know Ewok's real name. I know Ewok is very nice. I met him a few times. So I'm learning more and more about the PC culture and the acceptance culture in terms of referring to transgender people in general. From what I know from my personal friends, the history before they came out, referring to them as their originally labeled gender, is not offensive.
That's what I was about to ask you, because you said I met him, and I was like, but at the time you met Ewok was obviously identifying as a female.
Yep.
So, is it wrong to say, or is it like? Is that
Can I tell you what made it so easy for me? I have an acquaintance that wants to be referred to as they. Now that was weird as frick to me, because I've never referred to a singular person as they. However, if I said Woodzy sucks at Rocket League,
you'd be right.
It'd be great. But if I say they sucked at Rocket League, it's kind of weird because it sounds like I'm talking about multiple people.
Yeah.
But after I got used to that, it just kind of became second nature to me. And now I'm really good with name changes on Twitch too, because I just kind of treat it the same way. So I'll probably refer to Ewok as a he constantly. It doesn't affect me, dude. It doesn't change my life whatsoever.
I just feel bad. That's the only thing. Like I have a guy in my stream whose original name was Twilight. Now goes by Nova Starway. Yeah. And anytime I raid, he's got a different username. So he's like, oh, hey again, guys. And the new streamer's like, do I know you? And he's like, yeah, it's me. And then it's like, it feels bad. But I still keep calling him Twilight. Because he's, not to mention, he's also got like 7 different, like his Discord name is different and his Xbox username's different, or PlayStation that we play Rocket League on. And I'm just like, God damn it, man. Just pick one.
This is a secret for the podcast only. If you have 3 different usernames, I won't play with you.
True.
I literally don't. I literally
His
don't.
Discord and Among Us name is now Angel Dust.
Yeah, I don't. If you have 3 usernames, if your Twitch, Discord, and your in-game name is different, I will not play with you. And I force I change people's Discord name to their Twitch names. I force it so that way they're in my stream. I know who to ban if I have to ban somebody.
I was thinking about changing his Discord nickname. So yeah,
you should just change it to like Chameleon or something, just to like f it up, dude. F it up.
I'll get a DM.
I will say,
it's okay.
Speaking real quick on this Ewok situation, because I literally learned about this today, by the way. Like Woodzy told me, and I was like, "Oh!"
Before we started.
Yeah, well, because I freaking don't pay attention to Fortnite at all. I don't give a frick about Fortnite.
Is Ewok still playing Fortnite?
Yeah, freaking Fortnite can suck 2 butts, dude. 2 whole butt cheeks.
He was talking about how, but for Ewok as a deaf gamer, Fortnite's audio visualization is by far the best in any video game I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, Minecraft's good, actually. I didn't know Minecraft had it until I saw Ewok play Minecraft.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Don't freaking learn, dude.
We'll come back to Minecraft in a second because
learn about gaming.
We've also got to talk about your exciting new thing, the new Apple iPhone.
Oh, frick yeah. Okay, let's talk about this hot topic, and then I'm going to go get another White Claw. You got effed up last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, beers and beans. One of us is going to get effed up, and it's about us connecting and having fun. Get used to it because I am already on the train, and I'm going to get another White Claw to continue. Okay, Apple came out with a new iPhone, and it's freaking lit, dude. It's called the iPhone 12. There's a mini version, and it's cute.
I saw that. It looked cute. I saw the graphic because I was like, I clicked on my Twitter, and it looked cute.
Let me get my phone out of my damn case here. Oh, God, this is not a smart idea. I am getting lit. Okay, here's my iPhone. It's an iPhone 8 Plus. You see it? It's cracked. Freaking deal with it. I'm a streamer. Nice. I don't have $1 billion, okay? Here's the back of it. Not cracked because I'm a goat. All right, look how thin this is. You see that? That's pretty thin.
Hey, mine's also pretty thin. I got 7. Yeah. So I'm like,
if we're going to talk about levels of thinness, that's pretty thin. The new phone. Shut up, phone. Don't talk to me, dude. You don't know what I want. Dismiss. Frick. Okay. I'm trying to. And why? I don't want to.
It's 30 minutes in. He's slurred speech and he's arguing with his phone. This is going swimmingly.
No, it's fine, dude. There's this thing called bedtime. Do you know about this?
I know about bedtime.
Okay,
I stopped using it because as a streamer now, my bedtime is all over the shop. Like I'll be up till 5 a.m. some days.
I turned it on and now it won't go away. I want to show you my background. It's so cool. F you, bedtime. All right. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so this is my phone. It's an iPhone 8 Plus, right? The screen, you can see how much bezel there is. There's a lot. If you're listening to this on audio, you know what an iPhone 8 looks like. Google it. Anyways, the new phone has the exact same screen size as my phone, the mini. Exact same screen size. But it's thinner and there's no bezels. So the phone is like a tiny, tiny little baby wallet, basically. And so the commercial for them showing off the phone, there's a guy who's like dancing, and then he slips the phone in his shirt pocket, and it goes all the way in. And I was like, Apple thinks so much about marketing. Like, they think about it to the next level. But to think about that specific shot, like, I wonder how many takes they took, too, of that. Just like, woo! And
I can't remember the last time I've used a shirt pocket.
Who uses a shirt pocket? I'm also not skinny. Like, a problem if you got boobs, dude, and you have a shirt pocket, like, your phone comes out like this. Like, it sticks out because it's coming off your freaking top of your nipple.
Audio watchers, I'm sure you can visualize what just happened.
Yeah, freaking imagine a phone bouncing on your nipple, and that's what I did. You know?
YouTube doesn't take this down.
Nah, it won't. It's 30 minutes in. YouTube algorithm literally only works in the first minute. How stupid is that? Why even turn it on? You're anti.
He knows all these YouTube secrets that I don't know about, and Gabe doesn't tell me about them.
I'm sorry, dude. I know a lot of information about.
Why he's got more subscribers than me?
Yeah, dude. Get wrecked. How much do I have? Let's do a live update. Live on podcast.
16.
I have 719. No, that's not right. Oh, that's my other channel. I saw the subscriber count 19, and I was like, what?
Channels.
762. 762. Hell yeah. Yeah, so there's the new iPhone.
Me.
It's got great night camera jazz. The thing that's impressive about it...
Night camera jazz?
Yeah, it's good at taking photos at night, but the Pixel has been good at that.
Oh, it's like on a night out.
Samsung. Yeah, so you can now...
That is when I take most of my photos.
Same. You can now take photos on an iPhone at night, which is great because before you used to have to pay $1,400 for that, and now you can just pay $699. All the phones have it, which is cool. On top of that, it does 4K
Mm-hmm.
Dolby HDR, which is movie theater quality, 60 frames a second in phone.
Wait, you mean the phone records at 60 frames per second?
60 frames a second, 4K Dolby HDR, high dynamic range, live recording. That it's literally a cinema camera. It's wild.
Did you know, by the way, that the existing iPhones can record at 60 frames?
Yeah.
I didn't. I think Kate recorded a video and showed me. I was like, wow, this looks so much better than mine. She's like, yeah, you can change it in settings, you dummy. And I'm like, oh, my TikToks are going to improve immensely.
This phone is worth nothing, like as a trade-in or as selling. So you know what I'm going to do when I get the new one? This is going to become my webcam.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a program called, because what am I going to do? Throw it away? No. That's a waste of money, right?
Yeah, like I bought my 7 outright apparently 6 years ago, something like that.
Jesus, dude.
I had this phone for 6 years. Somehow the screen hasn't cracked. Touch wood.
Yo.
We're still alive. But it's definitely run its course. I'm stealing an X when they upgrade. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
Okay, I use this program called A Power Mirror that turns your phone into a webcam. It's sick.
Ooh.
But this freaking phone does 4K 30 and 1080p 60. I'm just gonna make it my webcam.
Can I ask you a question?
Reddit.
Because I'm like, you have to reel off all these specs, and it sounds cool, and it is cool.
Yeah.
I'm kind of dumb. I don't really know what a lot of it means. But I did see USB-C trending yesterday with the iPhone launch.
Yeah.
Are they changing from Lightning, or is that just them?
No.
Oh, they're just trolling.
It's Lightning to USB-C instead of Lightning to USB-A now. So Apple's changing everything to USB-C as the other end connector, right?
Yeah.
But the brand new iPad Air is USB-C, not Lightning. The brand new iPad Air is USB-C, not Lightning. So
we're gonna have so many leads.
Well, the USB-C is universal, right? So that's the benefit that everyone likes.
I don't have that many USB-Cs. I've got one for I think PlayStation controller.
I got my keyboard's USB-C.
That's USB-C, right?
Yeah.
PlayStation controller.
No, it's not. That's USB 3.
What? Is it?
Yeah, it's a USB Mini to USB 3. The GoPro's
my mind's been blown.
Do you have a GoPro?
I have a GoPro. No, Gabe. If I had
I
a
don't
GoPro,
know,
I'd use it as a
dude.
webcam, not a Logitech C920 that has seen exasperating
webcam,
market prices. The market price of that camera is increased. I could sell my 2 webcams for a massive profit right now. I paid 50 quid for them. They're like 150 quid because nobody can make a decent webcam.
They're the worst.
Cough, cough. Logitech or anyone else.
I hate them the most. I want to die every time I look at my webcam. The fact that you guys can see haze right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lights on, and there's still haze on my camera. Like, if I don't want haze on my camera, I have to turn on a professional studio light. For the audio listeners, this is ridiculous.
He's running away.
I'm saying. All right, I just turned on a professional studio light, and now there's no haze on my camera. But there's a freaking, like, I can't look in that direction or I die. Like, that's how bright it is. Like,
and you're just gonna get one really sweaty armpit, and the other one's just like fine.
Like,
yeah, I have to turn my aircon on when I start streaming.
That has a literal fan on it. That light has a literal fan in it. It's a video light. It's a professional video light. F that junk, dude. Yeah, so that's the iPhone. iPhone looks cool. The main benefit of it is it's future proof. So it's got 5G
it's also
in
$1,000.
it. No, $699, dude.
Oh, yeah, big one's $1,000.
Yeah, get that if you freaking want to waste money. I don't even think it's worth it. It's $699. It's got 5G in it, which makes it future-proof. 5G is going to be the next about 10, 11 years-ish, probably. And then we'll go 6G. They're already working on 6G, but 6G requires so much power that it's not going to be that beneficial. But 6G is what's going to let us talk to Mars, so that'd be fun.
Oh, that's going to be extra dope.
Yeah.
I saw a really good tweet from a really handsome man yesterday.
Ooh.
He tweeted, oh, this 5G is so cool, but hopefully it gets rid of Twitch's 30-second mobile delay.
Twitch is so stupid. Sorry, man. I mean, they are, dude. Twitch, like, listen.
Gabe, that was your tweet.
I know, dude. I know, I remember. Twitch, if you can freaking... Oh, dude, Elon just tweeted out a picture of his rocket engines. Anyways, Twitch, if you could...
That sounds like a euphemism.
It does, actually. Twitch, if you could remove mobile delay because it's not necessary, that'd be cool.
I don't get it. Like, I've got fast internet on Wi-Fi, and All right. Now,
30
this is gonna
seconds
be-
flat.
This is your warning. This is gonna get a little bit. I'm perfectly comfortable sharing it. Like I'm not even the one drunk here. I'm on coffee. When I go to the bathroom whilst I'm streaming, I sit my butt down. I like to watch my stream so I can still chat to my viewers.
Same.
But like, so if there's a game going on, I'm like, say I'm dead, I'm spectating one of my teammates. I'm 30 seconds behind, and I'm just like, I'm 5 seconds from the computer, but I'm just so delayed. I haven't got a clue what's going on. I sometimes have a timer on there. I'm like, yeah, I've still got time, and then I get in, and the time has been gone for like a minute, and I'm like, oh, my bad.
It's so
it's just-
stupid. It's
not
so
needed.
stupid. And you know what? God, I wish YouTube had better discoverability for live streamers. The best encoding that exists on the planet is YouTube. YouTube, you can do 10,000 kilobits a second. But Twitch, people have fast phones. Deal with it. Like, we have fast phones. 5G's coming out. You know 5G download speeds on average are 2 terabytes? 2 gigabytes, sorry. 2 gigabytes a second.
Wow, I was like, what?
Yeah, sorry. 2 gigabytes a second. So that's more than enough to do 4K 120 frames a second video. Most streams on Twitch are 720p 60. Yeah, it's going to be amazing for vlogs. But most freaking things are 720p 60. Why do I need a 30-second delay? Add a built-in buffer. If my internet sucks, freaking give me a buffer, dude. But it's so stupid. You can use a Dolphin browser. It's just like an app. And then go to the Twitch website and then load it. And it still has a 12-second delay. It like kind of tricks Twitch, but it doesn't. Twitch is like, I see what you're doing.
And you're still kind of on mobile.
So
and then you can't sub either. You have to pay an extra buck because of Apple.
Yeah, it's Apple's fault, yeah.
Get them, Epic Games. Get them.
Dude, Epic Games is so stupid.
Yeah.
You know what they're down now?
I don't know if I want to start you on that whole Epic Games v Apple thing.
Oh, I stopped paying
It's a
attention
drunk
now because
game.
of Fortnite, you know? I don't give a frick. All I know is that their most recent numbers, they're down 40% of their players.
Yes.
That's
And probably down quite a fair bit in revenue.
That's
but they've
bad.
messed up the Rocket League servers. So PogChamp. To be fair though, like the servers have like so this is now when did we record the last episode?
2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago? Something like that.
Yeah.
We're now sort of past the initial boom of the free to play on Rocket League servers, and like yesterday it was at 900,000 players online at one point. So the player base of Rocket League has increased drastically.
Give them a background. I'm gonna go get another drink.
The Twitch viewers has sort of just settled on where it is. So I think when the Rocket League servers initially started, they shot up to around 1.1 million, pretty sharpish, and the servers just crashed. They could not deal with it whatsoever. If any of you guys are playing Rocket League, you know what I'm talking about. But we were playing yesterday, and sort of early EU hours, it's sitting on 500 to 600,000, and where I was playing Rocket League a few months ago, it was on 100,000. If it hit 100, 150,000, that was like the best it would be. And now that player base is effectively quadruple. I don't know what's more than 4 or 5.
Quintuple, yep.
Quintupled. It's increased by a hell of a lot. But again, the Twitch viewers has sort of just gone back to where it was when it started. And I think that's because Rocket League as a game is so fun to play. And it's cool to watch the high-level guys play, but there's only so many things you can do. So Sunless Khan is one of the biggest Rocket League YouTubers, him, Musty, and Squishy Muffins. If you know anything about Rocket League pro players, you know about Squishy Muffins. He's not even hit 1 million subscribers yet. The other two are on 1.2 and 1. Like they've barely scraped it. They were having a race to 1 million subs, but like it just blows my mind that, and they are doing incredible things with their. Every video is different. They're really thinking outside the box with all their videos, and the amount of effort their videos take is mind blowing to me. Because not only just getting other players in and stuff, but also the editing and everything that they do. But I feel like they've got it, and they've sort of won that one, and the smaller creators are going to struggle a lot to sort of get there and do something that hasn't already been done, or they can't do on a bigger and better scale.
I just looked it up. Yeah, Rocket League has 11K viewers right now.
Yeah.
And Minecraft has 13 or 18K. Before.
Yeah.
That's rough,
it's
dude.
It's just how it is. Like the Twitch, if I'm not doing viewer games or diamond tournaments or champ tournaments, I'm not really getting a lot. Which is fine. I don't mind. Like I'll play for fun. We were chilling yesterday. But yeah.
So September 27th.
Speaking of Minecraft,
Nah, screw Minecraft. September 27th, Rocket League jumped to its peak of the last 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it's now down about 20%. So
Oh
20% in
yeah.
2 weeks, yeah, that's a pretty big drop.
It's probably the consistent server issues that have made some players just be like, nah.
Now,
Like, there's
here's
been a
what
lot of
I
problems.
think that would save Rocket League and add it to the general public's interest: gambling.
Like CS:GO skins.
Like CSGO skins, or maybe like, is there Rocket League coins or something like that?
So there's credits that you can pay for.
Mm-hmm.
There's blueprint. So they used to have an essence of gambling in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not so it was they had crates, and you could buy a crate, get a key, and you'd got a chance of getting a
Yeah.
set of skins. Much like how I believe CS:GO's work.
That's
I've never
exactly
really
how it
played
works. Yeah. You
CS:GO
buy a
or the
key and
skins.
get a crate.
You can trade. There's a trading market. There's a whole trading market for Rocket League. You can trade credits,
Mm-hmm.
but like the gambling, I don't believe exists. Because that was the whole CS:GO thing with Team Art and Syndicate, wasn't it? They had the whole CS:GO lottery, and
Yeah, they had their outside gambling.
I don't know how they avoided jail.
Lots
But
of fees, I think. So I think the way that whole thing basically ended is it took like 4 or 5 years to finish it, and so they were kind of just like they would have served less time in jail than this. So whatever, I guess. Yeah, because that's what made FIFA survive. Like, so FIFA, before they introduced packs, was obviously still doing well, but packs packs. How long ago was that introduced? A couple of years ago, right?
so it's when Ultimate Team came out. I think packs have been out since then. So it's 2009.
Yeah, and what is still the number one videos every month on freaking FIFA things? Spending $10,000 on packs, opening 500 packs.
I was literally watching
Like-
Castro spend so much money on packs this past week.
Am I wrong?
And
or am I
I
wrong,
saw
dude?
I gave up on the last FIFA, and this one I bought and playing Pro Clubs with my pals, and I may have spent $20 on packs.
I think I'll pick up FIFA.
You
Just
can't
'cause I haven't
prove it.
played in a long time, you know?
Yeah, it's a good game. It's one of them games. You can kind of pick it up when you go back to it. Whereas with Fortnite, as we were talking about before, you can't pick it back up. You need
F
to
that game, dude.
grind again. But FIFA, you can kind of get the gist of it. It's a good game to play with pals. But so this is what I was confused about, because I understood that Rocket League moved to blueprints away from crates and trading in that sense. Well, the crates mainly, and paying for keys, because of new gambling laws preventing minors from you can have the element of gambling in a video game of we'll buy this crate and maybe see what we get. It's a chance. It has to be a set purchase, which is how they run their item shop now. There's something comes into the store, much how it does in Fortnite, and you can buy it.
Yep.
But I was literally thinking about this yesterday because FIFA still has the packs. So like it's a whole gambling of which player you're gonna get.
Yep.
You're not set a designated is that allowed? Or EA
The way it works is after that whole thing happened with Overwatch, and the Supreme Court and everything, you have to indicate the exact percentage of what you will receive, and there has to be guarantees in each pack. So
I mean, there are guarantees, to be fair. You're guaranteed a set amount of gold players and a set amount of them being rare normally.
that's what it is. So you have to.
Okay.
So if someone is buying packs, that's what has to be guaranteed. So you know Genshin Impact?
I have heard of the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like I don't know, South Korean weeb World of Warcraft or something like that. That's as far as I understand. Anyways,
Don't insult the weebs. They're
Yeah.
my people.
I mean, friggin' great anime drawings. Anyways, the characters in that is the same thing. It's a lottery system, and you can spend money to buy the lottery. But if you buy a pack, you're guaranteed a level 4 character, essentially. So you're not guaranteed a good level 4 character. It could be somebody that sucks, that's not in the meta at all. It could be someone that has bad stats, whatever. But you're guaranteed a level 4. That's what you're paying for, is the level 4. So I'm saying if Rocket League could bring something like that into it, they could do really well.
Yeah. I mean, so there's blueprints and stuff, and like I was saying, but you have set decal levels. So you have black market animated decals, the rarest
I have
ones.
breaking
There was actually
news.
breaking.
Fall Guys has just announced their brand new skin, Sonic in Fall Guys.
Oh, is it Sonic? Yeah, I saw this yesterday on the they've done it was the meme of look how they've massacred my boy. But is it actually Sonic? Sonic?
It's Sonic Sonic. A wild Sonic has just appeared in Fall Guys. This absolute unit is yours only for 5 crowns for the head and 5 crowns for the butt. We love Sonic at Mediatonic and Devolver Digital, and we're super grateful to Sega for letting us use Sonic to become this chunky jelly bean.
Jesus.
Anyways, continue.
I've got to buy that now so I can be like, gotta go fast.
Oh, I gotta get a bunch of wins to go do that. Have you played Season 2?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually played it yesterday. Not yesterday, Monday for the first time.
All right, talk to me
Enjoyed
about
it. It was good fun. They introduced some new levels, which was cool. Some twists. So when we were talking about, I think we might have mentioned it. I don't know. I don't think it was on podcast. Well, probably when we were playing at one point. But they leaked a trailer for the game on Season 2 ages ago, and it had, I forget what the game is called specifically, but it's the hoop one where you move platforms to get in hoops. And I was like, oh, that's going to just trigger me so much. So it's not Hoops a Daisy, because it's Hoops a something else. I don't know.
Hoops
but anyways, it's an individual game mode. So you
Whoa,
have
that
to get
one's
6,
personal?
You have to get 6 hoops yourself, and only like 13 people qualify or something. And like
that's kind of cool.
It's quite a cool twist. They've added some new sort of mechanisms to the game. There's like these drawbridges that go up and down. They're kind of cool. And yeah, it's a lot of fun again. And now they've released a different playlist. There's now not only main shows, there is one called, I think it's a limited time and it'll change, but currently it's races only. So stuff like Slime Climb, DoorDash, Gate Crash. Probably I assume the only champion way and the way you can win a crown is Full Mountain. I don't think there's another racing one in there. I think it's only Full Mountain, this is the racing one. So I imagine that's the only way it can end. Which, you know me, my best map is Full Mountain, so I'll be like, I kind of want to do that. I nearly got I got 2 wins in a row and then choked to third final. I was going for my infallible achievement, and I'm a poor man's Ben TV, unfortunately. I'm not as good as that guy. It's a lot of fun. So I was playing that, and I think I played it for about 5-6 hours almost, and I was having a lot of fun. I didn't get bored of it too much. Because obviously, like, streaming for long periods of time and playing a lot of games during the day, you can get burnt out quite easily, as we were talking. If you sort of grind one game, that's what happened with me in Fortnite. And now I just tend to play like 4 or 5 different games on stream and just rotate. Oof. It's a bit tricky because when you get people coming in for certain content, they're just like, are we playing this today? Yeah.
Dude, my latest addiction, talking about grinds, is Minecraft. So I've played Minecraft since 2010, 2011, I don't know. Whenever the beta of Minecraft came out, I played, and then I was like, this game sucks. And then I got off, and then a year later I got on, and I was like, I was on drugs. This game's amazing. And so DMP, who runs our stream team, launched a Gridcraft server, which touts itself as the most technologically advanced server in Minecraft ever. It's not, but they're trying, which is really cool. Because a lot of people say crap, and they don't like do updates or anything, which bothers me. But they're doing some cool stuff. So they have a survival system called Townie, which essentially, for everyone who is listening to the podcast, I'm going to be doing a lot of our emotions. So essentially, it's a town that has a mayor, which is me, because obviously it's me. And you're supposed to keep your town safe while allowing them to grow and create and build cool stuff. And so I just finally started up my town. I put about 38 hours into work on the first couple days, and they messed everything up. And I didn't care because I love the game, and I've been playing like a mother effer. And I got pissed off, which you can see on my Twitter, twitter.com/Gabe Fajita. But otherwise, I've been loving it. So essentially, I'm gonna become a dictator and a loan shark, and I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. I'm rich as frick. I'm not worried about money. I make about $100,000 passively every IRL hour.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah.
If only it was real.
Dude, God, imagine. But if I wanted to like work harder on it, I could pay probably about $1 million an hour. So I'm never worried about money necessarily. I just kind of do whatever I want. But the fun part is a lot of these people don't play this game. And so I am an economy breaker. That is what I like to do.
You're bullying the newbies.
Well, no, bullying the server. So what the frick?
Gabe's had a panic attack.
Yeah, one sec. I gotta pause for a second.
Oh!
I'm sorry, one sec.
He's left me. I can't believe he's done this. Very unprofessional. Gabe Barbosa, eat your heart out.
Well, I mean,
In other
it's
news,
2:44 in the morning, and I just heard a slam outside my door.
I was trying to break in.
Well, yeah, that's what I got concerned about.
Breaking
Just wanna make sure.
podcast.
Just
Gabe
make sure.
Barbosa gets robbed? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Dude, if someone robbed me, you know how much time it would take for them to take out the valuables? Like, the wires
No,
are
how
all
much
zip
I'd-
tied and everything. Like, oh, God, it would take them a long time. Good luck.
You know how much I'll just use that clip and be like, my pal, I watched him get robbed. Ah.
Give me a million views. Anyways,
Give me
so
a
back to
million
Minecraft. So I like breaking economies. I've always have. I started at a very young age. Do you remember Webkins at all? You guys have Webkins in the UK?
I think that one was before me.
It might have
I
been.
remember Habbo Hotel.
I don't know what the frick that is.
You don't remember Habbo Hotel?
No,
Club
I don't know
Penguin?
what that is.
You know
Club Penguin? I know, yeah.
Yeah. It's the same sort of thing as that. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if that's what we're talking about, or am I completely getting the wrong end of
Well,
the
so
stick here?
Webkins is a plush toy, like a stuffed animal, right?
Oh, I thought
But
this was an
no,
online.
let me
Web.
Well, yeah, but it's a stuffed animal, but on the ear is a little tag that has a code. You go to webkins.com, you make an account, you put the code in, and your Webkins is now on a virtual game. And the game, as you can play as your little Webkins, you can earn money, you can like buy outfits and make a house and all this
cute.
stuff. It's very cute. I was very cute. I don't know how young I was when that came out. When did Webkins come out? Let's see.
I was going to say, is it still going now?
Oh, if it is, I might get back
This
into
video
it.
is not sponsored by Webkins.
Or Webkins.
Or
You want to sponsor us?
question mark.
It is still
Question mark.
going. Webkins is still going.
Oh, I've literally just got an alert on my phone. So when I went back to the UK, I had
Yeah.
an NHS test and trace alert, and I've just got a push notification saying that the alert level in my area has changed for coronavirus cases, and it's now on medium.
Spooky, dude.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here in America, it's on red alert, OMFing. Everyone has corona all the time. So it's good, though, because I don't leave my house. So I can't.
You probably didn't hear what happened in the UK.
No. I know Spain is
they-
also on high alert, too.
Everyone's that's sort of they obviously the Spanish economy depends on tourists, so they'll let a lot of tourists in, and it obviously caused a spike. Which is, they knew it was going to happen, but they needed the money. And to be fair, Spain's healthcare of dealing with it is actually way better than the UK. Like we've had more cases but less deaths, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the UK, it's kind of all over the place, and it's proven by the fact that the test and trace app that the NHS uses, they paid, I think it was a ridiculous figure. I'll probably have to find it and fact check it. I think it's about, I want to say 40 million that they paid for it. Ireland paid 750,000 for theirs, and it works perfectly. Ours is run on Excel, Microsoft Excel 2003, and they missed 16,000 cases on one day. They just one day they were like, oh, by the way, we missed 16,000 people, and these guys all have corona.
You can't let people who don't understand technology run a country. It's 2020. You know? It's just,
I'm gonna just fact
it is
check
what it
what I
is. I don't even remember what I was saying, dude.
said. Webkins.
Webkins. First ever game I manipulated the frick out of. Okay, so you know how to HTML edit in developer tools? Like you just open up a tool and you can change numbers to whatever you want, right?
Yes.
Like Web
However, can
Inspector-
I just
Yeah.
before we get into that, just 1 second to go back to my fact check. I
Yeah.
was technically right and wrong at the same time. Ireland's was 773,000. I was
Okay.
right in that figure. The UK, I said 40 million. It was 12 billion.
12
They're-
billion
they're-
for an
they're,
app in Excel?
They're fucking idiots.
Hey, UK,
It's the
do
whole
better.
test and trace system in England. Just England.
Doesn't England have like a crazy prime minister?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He looks like
Boris
a bird.
Johnson. Basically, he started out as he was the mayor of London, and no one really cared because he didn't really have any power, and somehow he's ended up our prime minister.
I will
to
say,
be honest, like I'm from a conservative family. Like my family, I was the first person in my family to sort of break that trend and actually vote Labour, which is more of a, I don't know politics, but it was like it's more for the people. And like
Yeah.
I was poor as a kid, and I was like, because like my parents were like, oh, you'll do everything yourself, and I was like, cool, I respect that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm poor. This benefits me the best. I'm gonna vote these guys. And then my parents were like, I can't believe you've done that. And I was like, oh, I don't.
It's your fault. You should have
I
made me
don't
rich
know.
like you, biatch.
Yeah.
Dude, frick, that's insane, actually. I like that the UK, though, has an idiot because it makes me feel better about our idiot.
Well, that's the thing. Like in the UK, it's like, look at these pair of idiots. Trump
I'm happy
and
with that.
Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
God,
can't believe he's our prime minister.
you could like Trump if you want, but he's done a bad job objectively. Like, just objectively. Anyways, freaking...
Away from politics.
Yeah, F politics.
Webkins.
Webkins. Webkins is the first game I ever manipulated. So I went to HTML and I changed the code. Every time I would play a minigame, it would open a pop-up, and I would go into that developer, change the code, and then go back into the game, finish the game, and get more money. That was the first ever
Gabe
time I
Barbosa,
manipulated
hacker
an economy.
man.
I love manipulating economies.
Can we just say, I give you the nickname Gabe Exploit Barbosa as
Yeah.
a joke, and you are literally here exploiting the game.
I would exploit everything, dude. Everything. Okay, and then in RuneScape, you ever play RuneScape? No? That's okay.
I have not. I am familiar with it though.
RuneScape's lit. So RuneScape introduced this thing called the Grand Exchange. Bad idea because I exist and people like me exist. So the Grand Exchange came out and I made 15 mil in like 15 minutes. Essentially, the Grand Exchange was a auction house where you could put stuff up for auction, whatever you wanted. The problem is there's this instant purchase thing that people could set up. They say, I want to buy this for this amount of money instantly.
Mm-hmm.
There was decimals and there was commas inside of the auction house. A comma meant 1,000. A decimal meant point something, right? However, there was no point something money. The minimum amount of money is 1 coin. So if I set up a sale for 50.50 for a fish, for instance, right? It would be $5,005, but it shows up on the auction house as $50.05.
You are rinsing people of their money. Oh my God.
I made 15 million in a couple minutes. Then comes Minecraft. I played Minecraft for a little bit, and I realized you could duplicate stuff at a very young age, and I was like, ha, duplicating everything. And it just kept going from there. I mean, I played Escape from Tarkov.
And now you use exploits on Fall Guys to just finish the race quicker.
Listen, man, friggin', if you're not gonna make it hard for me to finish a race, I'm gonna finish it easy as frick. And then in Tarkov, I did the same thing, and now in the new Minecraft, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm exploiting a hole that they don't know about and making stupid amounts of money. I love that.
Gabe Exploit Barbosa.
Listen, I'll exploit whatever the frick you got, dude. You give me something, I'm gonna exploit the frick out of it. I think
He's exploiting me and my British accent.
Hey, Beers and Beans podcast. What do you think I started it for? Freaking, I feel like there's something else we had to say. I don't remember.
I had a really good question that I wanted to ask you.
Yep.
And I was saving it to specifically ask you on the podcast and not before we spoke about.
I think let's
Okay.
do the question and let's go for as long as it takes to finish that question.
Cool.
Run it.
All right. So as a kid,
Yep.
what did you think would be more important or a threat to your life than it actually is? So for an example here, for me, it was the Bermuda Triangle. I was terrified of the Bermuda Triangle as a kid. And I was like, oh my God, if I fly over the Bermuda Triangle, I'm going to die. I'm going to be sailing on a boat. I'm going to the Bermuda Triangle. I'm never going to make it out. It's going to be terrifying. I don't think I've ever been. Is it off the East Coast?
It's off of Florida. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have probably flown near it when I visited Florida.
Yeah.
But I don't think many. Am I wrong in saying planes don't take that path?
No, they don't. There's no reason for them to take that path. Bermuda Triangle is not, as far as I'm aware. I just burped a bunch. Sorry. Bermuda.
Drunk Gabe spelling test.
Bermuda Triangle. I can't even spell normally, dude. Holy frick. Bermuda Triangle, dude. Let's see. Bermuda Triangle is, yeah, so there's no islands in the Bermuda Triangle. They're just on the edge of the Bermuda Triangle. It just covers all of Bermuda. It covers Bermuda, Florida, and then down to Cuba area. But there's no reason to take that path. But the thing is, what's scary about the Bermuda Triangle is there's the shelf there. So if you're in a boat, right, let's say, and you're going towards the Bermuda Triangle, there's a second section where you reach the continental shelf where it goes from about 100 feet deep to about 1,000 feet deep very quickly.
That is pretty much how I understood a shelf to work.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
nice.
just like, Yeah, but
So
nobody
if you
takes the
sink
Bermuda
there,
Triangle.
you're in
I
trouble.
honestly, I was never scared of it because I grew up in Florida. That's interesting,
Yeah.
actually. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so for me, I was like, oh my god, but sitting in my house in little outskirts of London.
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
yeah. There's a lot of things.
Dude, the
I
ocean
think.
is terrifying. Terrifying. So
Big
I
house.
didn't know this. I grew up in Florida, so I had hurricanes all the time, right? I didn't know that there's just hurricanes always. Like, always. I didn't
Yeah,
know
what,
that
at
that was
some
a
point
thing.
during across the
Just
world.
always. There's always hurricanes in the
Yeah.
ocean. Always. All the time. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, you know when we talk about, like, Jupiter having the massive hurricane or Venus raining acid or, like, all this stuff. A lot of times I forget that planet Earth is a planet and there's terrifying things happening all the time. It's just not near us, so we're just like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
That is exceptionally how the Western world works. It's not near us. We don't care.
Exactly. Like, I saw someone posted a whirlpool. I've never seen one before. Have you seen one in real life?
A whirlpool?
Yeah.
No, the only whirlpool
when the
I've ever
ocean
seen
just
is in
opens up.
Pokemon cartoons where watching somebody use a whirlpool or
God.
something.
Dude,
Yeah.
whirlpools are real, and that's insane.
That's true. I actually might YouTube whirlpools right now.
Dude,
just
look it up. Look up a video real quick while I describe this. So I saw a video of a guy working on a Navy ship, and a whirlpool was next to them. Now, their ship was longer than the entire whirlpool, so they didn't have to worry at all. But any tiny boat would have went just straight to the bottom of the sea. The fact that that just happens in the ocean is insane. And you're talking about this. You're kind of bringing up my ocean fear actually a little bit. I don't have an ocean fear when I'm next to the beach, but so here's something I remember. What movie was it? It wasn't the Titanic. The Titanic didn't scare me, but I remember some movie made me realize the fact that there are 100-foot waves in the ocean regularly, and that broke me. Like, I was like, what if I have to take a boat someday and a 100-foot wave just capsizes me in the middle of the sea? It won't happen.
Hopefully.
I'm not going to take a boat. I'm never going to take a boat in the middle of the
I've
ocean.
been on a boat twice and I've been terrified both times. That like I was going to sleep on a boat's weird as well.
Yes, it is. I took a nap
Rocking,
on
and then
a
like
little
I got
boat
off.
once.
I got off the boat and this is when I went to Amsterdam. And I was like, I laid down and I was like, because I wasn't being whirled side to side. The sensation to me was so weird. It's like when you run on what they're called, running machines, treadmills.
Yes.
You're on a treadmill and then so I'd never run on a treadmill before. I ran on a treadmill, I got off and I took a step and I just shot forward. I was not prepared for the resistance that wasn't there.
My favorite thing for, oh my God, I can't imagine how many years. Probably from like 6 to maybe like 17, 18. Like, I was old enough to not be my favorite thing anymore. It was running on airport vertical walkways.
Travelators.
Yeah, travelators. Thank you. Running on those, I said vertical, they're horizontal. But running on those was my favorite thing. I would like get on it and I would just sprint. And I'm like, oh, I'm so fast. Because I was always a chubby kid. But I was like, oh, dude, I'm so freaking fast, dude.
I think that's my first curse today. But it's from a TikTok, so it's okay.
It's true. Dude, but it was so much
We'll
fun.
bleep that. We'll bleep that.
Don't worry about it. It was so much fun, though. So much freaking fun.
Wow.
Like, to run on this thing. Yeah, dude. So I think you're talking about Bermuda Triangle. I think, oh, I know what it is.
Go ahead.
A Yeti. Dude, I
Yetis aren't real.
I watched
Are they?
something about a Yeti, and it was like a cartoon. Oh,
Yeti's real.
they shouldn't be. I don't think. I think the concept of Yetis come from polar bears.
This
Because-
man searched for the Yeti for 60 years.
Well, freaking, that's way too many years, my friend.
Oh, it's based on an animal.
Yeah, I think it's a polar bear, because people don't know how big polar bears actually are until they see one, and they're like, "Oh, that's big." But I watched something when I was younger, and it had a Yeti in it. And then, do you remember Star Wars scene with the Yeti?
Yeah. That's literally when you said Yeti. That's where my head went.
That was it. That solidified it for me, and I was terrified of Yetis. And I lived in Florida, a flat place with no mountains and no snow, and I was terrified if I ever got
A
near
lot
a
of
Yeti, I
crazy
would die.
Florida men.
Yeah, dude. Florida's. You know
And
what?
then
There's
for
something
that
weird about
scene-
Florida. Can we talk about Florida for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I lived in West Palm, which is not Central Florida. It's South Florida, right? But true South Florida, so down and bottom South Florida, is all Spanish. There's Cubanos, Dominicans, dude, Mexicanos también. There's everybody down there. You move up a little bit, and then there's us, which is like conservative, liberal-ish people who ride horses. And then all the way on the west side is rich AF people, just so freaking mother effing rich. Then you move up to Central Florida. This is Orlando area, like Disney and all that stuff.
Kissimmee,
dude. Kissimmee. I love Kissimmee. Have an aunt who used to live there. Kissimmee is like suburbs and then like rich suburbs, but there's no like city, you know, like with towering buildings or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then you move up to North Florida, Panhandle and above. That's the most redneck Florida that exists. And it's so weird that North Florida is redneck AF, and the more south you go, the more open they are about things. Because everybody talks about Florida being insane, but like I had rednecks who lived around me, right?
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And like people, I'm not calling them rednecks derogatory. They would call themselves redneck. They were proud to be redneck. They would have a bumper sticker that says, "Yes, I'm a redneck," on their freaking lifted freaking Ford F-150. And that was interesting. But when I drove through North Florida, the amount of Confederate flags, the amount of houses with no doors on them that I saw, I was like, this is a different place. This is a place that's not like anything else.
How big is the state of Florida?
Massive. From where I lived, it took 12 hours to get out of Florida. From where I lived. And I lived up near the middle. If you look up a map of Florida and you'll see a lake, that lake was about 45 minutes from where I lived. A big old lake in the middle of Florida. Florida is huge.
I was going to say, because like the UK, it took me 4 hours to go from the south to the north.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest states that we have.
I lived in London, and I went to university in Newcastle. It took me 4.5 hours. Admittedly, there was direct motorway. Yeah. And if you think about the amount of variation that we have in the UK, just the accents alone, not even the type of people.
Yep.
Like, it makes, I mean, to me, it makes sense that Florida's got such a wide variety of people because of the wide variety of people we've got in the UK.
If every state in the U.S. was its own country, the U.S. would be a really interesting place. I think it'd make a lot more sense.
I don't think it would exist.
No, it wouldn't, for sure. But it's just there's so much in the U.S. that's like... people from Georgia are completely different than people from Wyoming, you know? Like, there's just so much, like, life difference that exists. When I drove to California, because I drove to live in L.A., it took me 14 hours to get out of Florida. 14 hours. Because I drove up and then I had to drive left.
How long was the drive to California?
In total, I think 57 hours, 58 hours, something like that. I did it in 4 days, 5 days. Yeah.
I drove to through Spain in like 12 hours, I think.
That sounds so nice to me. I can imagine leaving a whole country in that short amount of time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Spain's a lot bigger than the UK, so.
Yeah. The only two countries I've ever like spent a lot of time in are both massive. America and Brazil. Freaking huge.
All right, bud, we get it. You're from big countries. You leave us little guys alone.
They're not great countries. They're just big. Oh, God.
Hey, that's all good. That's all good. But I think that about wraps it up for today.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. We've been going for forever.
And not to mention the 20 minutes where we were basically doing the podcast before doing the podcast, and we just talk about stuff anyway.
That's why we have a podcast, dude. We got to do some stuff outside of streaming so we just talk and hang out. That's what the podcast is for. All right, so everybody, this has been the Beers and Beans podcast. Again, my name is Gabe. That is Woodzy over there. Hello. So we are two content creators who wanted to do stuff outside of Twitch just for ourselves and manage something like this. This is the second episode of the podcast. This is another pre-recorded episode that is way in advance. From here on out, we're probably going to be doing episodes about 2 weeks ahead. So we're going to get a little bit more consistent with timing and stuff like that, and then potentially doing special episodes live on our stream or something like that. We'll kind of figure that stuff as we go along. Right? That'd be fun, right? That'd be a fun little thing.
Interesting.
So we'll set it up. We'll have it up and running. So thank you for joining us for the Beers and Beans podcast. If you've gotten to this point of the episode, let's type in Bermuda Triangle. into the chat. All right. If you got to this point of the episode, type in the comments Bermuda Triangle. And if you review the podcast on Apple Podcasts or anybody else, or anywhere else, just send it to us. If it's 5 stars, we'll read it on the next episode of the podcast. We'll see what your reviews are and go from there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Check out Woodzy on all of his socials. It's all down below. Check out me on all of my socials. It's all down below. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your beers. Enjoy your beans. We'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.